Okay. Yeah, so far I've never really run out of steps except for the one time that we did like steps instead of... Hi Carol, thanks for the hydrate. Steps instead of gems. But I do either run out of keys or gems a lot of the time. Okay. We have a trading post, a root cellar, or a schoolhouse. We'll do the schoolhouse. I don't think there's any items here. The classrooms were like pretty reasonable rooms. They usually had a piece of food in them and usually at least 2 doors. So very few of them were dead ends. So I didn't mind the classrooms too much. All right. Let's go. West side first. Corridor, bedroom, or library? Let's do the library. I want to read this book on the boiler room, which I won't be able to do today, but Swimbird, 1985. This is the bird that's on the picture in the storeroom. I'm a dare bird, a daring and brave bird, diving so deep bird, a ride on the wave bird. There is not a dare I would not do, there is not a depth I would not dive to. However, my friends are not very open to the ideas that I like, the sky less than the ocean. Bird in the sky, not in the sea, that is what they say when looking at me. You are not seabird, you are not swimbird. You are friend bird, fly the wind bird. And shouldn't you always listen to friends? For they know me best, or so they pretend. So I dare not dive, and I dare not swim, and I dare not step foot in the ocean again. And I dare not smile, and I dare not laugh, for they will do it for me and on my behalf. And I dare not dream, and I dare not speak, for maybe my friends won't like the real me. And I will say goodbye to my dreams and the sea, and wonder why daring feels just like defeat. That is very sad. Thousand steps even. Keys turn 62. Puzzle records. We've solved every billiard room and parlor puzzle we've gotten. I really need more upgrade discs, but they are so hard to come by. My first ever item checked was the watering. My top 3 items checked were the watering, yep. My favorite workplace, floor plans, the tool shed. Yep. I've never made a contraption. Largest purchase was an upgrade disc. Most avoided floor plans, the commissary, locksmith, and the secret passage. Highest grade of the classroom, 2. Okay. Well, let's go through here. I understand we get less common rooms. Oh, we have a study. A great hall or a secret passage. We'll do the study. Even though it's a dead end, these are basically all dead ends except the great hall, and I have no keys yet, so we'll do the study. While drafting, you may spend gems to redraw floor plans up to 8 times. Oh, there's some dice here. Lovely. 2 dice. And also, this might be new. After the passing of Baroness Aravi, her private study was claimed by her eldest son, Herbert Sinclair. For years, he immersed himself in countless notebooks she left behind, drawing inspiration from her discarded ideas. From mechanical puzzles to architectural blueprints, each endeavor he pursued in this room was realized in the shade of her creative legacy. $44. Oh my goodness. 44 letters in the message. everything except the antechamber. This feels huge. I'm going to just take a picture of this. Rather than try to write that down. So there are 44 combinations of pictures that leave letters. There's another safe in here. Sturdy study. Face ace. Beard bard. Face ace is circled. I don't know if it's possible with so little time left, but I need to remember to ask Anne if we can commission new artwork for all of the rooms of the house. We need them to be produced in sets of 2, a pair for each room. Honestly, I have no idea what I'm thinking. I'm likely delusional to think this can be pulled off by Thursday. But they change, I think. Because this is Stair Star, which we've seen in other rooms. Stair Star, which is I. Well, let me start writing where I've seen them. Study. In case that has something to do with it. I wonder if they're always in the same position, if the artwork stays in the same position regardless of what room is there. Yep, because the ace, okay. That makes a huge amount of sense. DM Dark Daddy, thank you for the froggies. Okay, hang on. I actually might need to test this out by drawing it. We're gonna draw this. So we know that this is always an F there. So this room, the study that I'm currently in, is an I. This room always will have, and my hunch is that this room, regardless of what room we plot here, will always draft those 2 paintings will show up in it, or drawings. This room, the library, will always have these 2, which is I don't know. I mean, that's like prey, right? That's a crowbar, right? Bar? That one I don't know. We'll have to figure that out. But this is always face, ace, face card, ace card. This is always F. Do a hallway here. This one's got pine and pin. So this is E. Pine and pin, E. Pantry, bedroom, or walk-in closet. We'll have to do the pantry. I don't have any gems. There's the artwork. That's a stag and a tag. Stag and tag. So that's an S. Chapel, den, or drawing room. Guess we'll do a den here and get ourselves our first gem. So here we have, I think that one is coal in some sections, but it's cart and car. That's a T. Corridor, storeroom, or a nook. Storeroom will get us a bunch of good stuff, so let's do that. Get us our first key, get us our first thing. Here is the bird, swim bird. Okay, so that's bat, and that's bath. So bat and bat, so this will be an H. Okay, let's go here. Bedroom, chapel, or a drawing room. Let's do the drawing room. I feel like I'm just uncovering a huge thing here because I finally got the study for the first time. Now, there are all sorts of painting drawings here, but maybe it's these. Peak and P. Gives us a K. Okay. Let's go left first. You have a corridor, a boudoir, or a classroom. Let's redraw because I don't like any of those. We have a chapel, a closet, or a nook. Let's do the closet. Weird closet space, but get two of those. So that's a clock and a lock. So that's a C, which makes perfect sense right before a K. Okay. Let's go back to the entrance hall and go up from there. Corridor is perfect here, so is spare green room. Love the commissary, but I don't have any money right now. We'll do spare green room. The chance that it's locked is low on the other side, so let's just do that. Oh, maybe this one doesn't have art because it's the spare room. There's a gem though. All right, well, we'll have to go through. So we have a parlor, a nook, or a courtyard. I can rotate them. Rotate floor plans. So the courtyard, nook, or parlor. Let's do the nook. This one doesn't seem to have any of the drawings, which makes me sad. Okay. This has road and rod. So that's an A. Road and rod. There's our key. Nothing there. Okay, let's go this way. Corridor, bedroom, or classroom. I like the classrooms. I know I did, but let's do the corridor. Here's our drawings. Tier and tie. So that's an R right here. West Wing Hall. Mail room. I love the mail room, but the hall is better doors for us. So we'll do the West Wing Hall here. That's bird. Crow and row. Crow and row. So this will be a C. So these 5, West Wing Hall across to the drawing room, spell the word crack. Okay, let's go down. We have a chapel, parlor, or a courtyard. I want to save the gem, so let's do the chapel. I know I'll lose some money, but oh, there's no drawings in here, huh? I still don't know what these 7 or 8 angels are about. We have a bedroom, a guest bedroom, or a classroom. We'll do the guest bedroom down here. It's a perfect corner piece. So there's 10 steps, and here we have dessert and desert. So this is an S. So this is going to say safes. Between the library and this is going to say safes. Crack something safe. So that room where the library is, that's got to have an A. Where it is. Hey, key. Okay. All right, let's go West Wing Hall. Yeah, we lose another coin. Okay, we have a parlor, the kennel, or the garage, which gives us 3 more keys. But it is a dead end, so we will have to get good stuff out of the drawing room. I feel like the parlor might actually be the play here. Get more gems. Play the parlor game. There are drawings in here. Yes. Card and car. So that's a D. Okay. All right, what do we got? There's only one true statement. The gems are in the box with a false statement. There are 2 true statements. So if this is true, then this is one of them. If this is true, then this must be false. Therefore, the gems are in a box with a false statement, which means they're in here. If this is true, then this is false. Then this is a contradiction. So I think they're in here. Yeah. Okay. We have a bedroom, a lavatory, or a classroom. I can rotate them, though. Or I can redraw them entirely. Rotating is probably good enough. Yeah, because that'll get us the bedroom up here. Okay, bedroom. Gain 2. Check for items. I don't see anything. Okay, we've got... There it is. Is that a hammock or something? Coat and cot. So this will be an A. Okay, then we'll take this up. There's my coat check, or the kennel, which will go straight through, or the commissary, which will take us over to the left. But that might be fine. We'll do that. Use a key. Commissary has... Huh. I don't know what that is. Let's see what's for sale. Gems, a salt shaker, a shovel, or a key. The shovel is good. If I can get my hand on one more coin, that'll be good. What is this? Pilot and plot. So this will be an I. Okay, we have a dark room, a billiard room, or a classroom. Can rotate them again. We'll redraw. We'll use one of our dice. Okay, we've got bunk room, coat check, or dining room. We'll do dining room here. Okay. So we have tube and tub. So this one will be an E. Right? Tube and tub, yeah. Okay. I still have my drawing room down there. That's a ways away, though. Store is locked. We have keys. Okay, we have a utility closet, a patio, or a walk-in closet. All of these are dead ends, so I feel like we either redraw or I do the walk-in closet and get a bunch of stuff. And then we go back to the drawing room. Let's do the walk-in closet. Get a bunch of items. 2 keys, gems, and a lockpicking set. Okay. There's rain there, and grain. So this is a G. Okay. All right, we gotta book it back. To the drawing room. And we do have a lot of resources to make sure we get rooms that we want. We've got gems, keys, and at least 1 reroll. So, should be fine. Should be fine. And it's the drawing room, so we can always reroll once for free. Okay, what do we got? Bulk room, dark room, or billiard room. Dark room actually does give us a couple of good options. A couple of directions to go. So as long as they're both not dead ends, that's pretty good. Whereas this only gives us one direction. So let's do the dark room and take the risk. Yeah. Got lots of keys. I forgot I have my lockpicking set. I should always try. We'll just pick one. Okay, that's the gym. Which honestly, not too bad. Let's see what this is. That's the furnace. Okay, we're more likely to draft red rooms. Red, rooms. Okay, that wasn't good, but it's fine. We'll survive. Okay, we have 2 out of here. 2 rooms out of here, and I don't see anything else. We do need some food or rest. Archives. Nursery. That's actually really useful right now. Aquarium would give us a door up, which the nursery is a dead end, but the nursery, we need steps. So let's do the nursery. Okay. This has a gem. Okay. I have not been looking at pictures, which is a problem. This is stage and sage. So this should be a T. Right above the nook. This has match or flame. That's tree. That's either like tree or it could be pine. Or light, perhaps. I don't know what that one's trying to tell me. All right, well, we have our gymnasium door. Lavatory, weight room, or classroom. We already have very little steps. So there's actually not a lot of risk in doing the weight room, and it gives us 2 doors. So that's a key card, but we have a key card, right? No, we have a lockpick. That's a bad thing. Okay. So let's go this way. Maid's chamber, classroom, or passageway. The classroom will probably have a little bit of food, so it's probably free. Yeah, there's an apple. Okay. Not that that's worth a ton, but... Tiger and Tear. So this is right above the nursery. Tiger and Tear. This is a G. I'm guessing this is going to say 8. E-I-G-H-T. So you have a lavatory, a kitchen, or a classroom. Food for sale. Classroom takes us to the foundation. Kitchen takes us out to the right. I think we'll go... I'm sure none of us make it out of here alive. Yeah, exactly. That's from something. Let's go kitchen. We can buy something. Yeah, I now have water flowing here, which I don't know if there's a reason for that, but I do. Okay. So we have banana, club sandwich, or bacon and eggs. All we can do is a banana. We don't have enough coin for anything else, but we'll do it. Edgar, what are you doing over there? Being weird? Okay, here's our drawings. Paint and play. That doesn't make any sense. They're painting the world. Paint and plane are too different. I don't know what that's going to stand for. Okay, well, we have a door. Fine, we'll use a key. We have a billiard room, kennel, which goes straight across. I could rotate this, or I could redraw. I can't rotate, actually. So I can either do the kennel straight across, or the billiard room, or redraw. We'll redraw. The boudoir goes down. The archives goes all directions, but it has a downside. We'll do the archives. Because at least it gets us 2-door. Here's a deer, right? Stag and stage. So this is an E here. Stag and stage. That's the room we came. Oh, there's the weight room down there. Got it. So we have a cross. We have to do this one. The bathroom. God damn. Just getting only red rooms. And no items either. Okay. Okay. Our last chance. Gotta be this one. We have no... I think this is a dead end. Yeah. This is a bunk room. The 2 bananas are good, but that's about it. Okay, we do have Flan and Fan. So that's L right here. Okay, well that is the end of this run, because even though we've got a bunch of steps, we have nowhere to go. We're out of rooms. But we did crack something big in this run, which was with the study. We cracked or we now have an idea of something else. But let's call it a day and now see if we can get further with this picture code. Architect's Inn of the Dead. 8 drafting rooms, 5 bedrooms, 11 dead end rooms. Seriously, we have so many dead ends. Okay.